Good morning, guys. How you doing? It's Monday. What is today? October... What is that? 17th. And yeah, starting another week. Alright, so lunch is done. Kids are down for their naps and quiet times. So I am trying to get some editing done before Wifey Dearest gets home. Working on our film camp short film, Felicia's Pledge. It's a sequel to In His Steps. Oh. And while I'm editing that, I'm also watching some videos from Darium's CCGs talking about running a trading card shop. I'll talk about that in just a little bit. Alrighty, so I am now out and about running some errands. I meant to vlog a little earlier, but I've forgot. So about the card shop. I was actually just running to the post office to mail some cards that I sold on eBay, a Pokemon card and some Magic cards. If I can open the car door. So, I think you're good there. So yeah, I have been toying with the idea of opening a card store with Hastings closed on Saturday. So they're gone. So that leaves our town with no hobby store. All that leaves for buying Magic cards or Pokemon cards would be Target and Walmart, and they overcharge on their booster packs. At least they're not as bad as Toys R Us. Toys R Us is horrible, but there aren't any of those on this side of the state. So yeah, I've kind of been dabbling with it. At Darium's channel, he had this whole series a few years ago of Ask a Card Shop Owner of how to run a card store. How to open one, how to, all the stuff that's involved with that. And it's been really informative. I feel like it's something I could do. And so I bought a booster box of Pokemon cards, and I've been selling the individual cards because you're not allowed to sell the sealed product if you're not an actual store. So I've been doing that for the past 2 months now, I think. Month and a half or so. And it's been going pretty well. I just sold the last of my ultra rare pulls out of the box this past weekend. In fact, that's one of the things I was just mailing just now was the last ultra rare card I pulled out. So now I'm down to all the commons and uncommons and bulk things I'm trying to sell. I'm selling them on eBay, and then on a website called TCG Player, have some of my Magic cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I collected while I was running the game days at Hastings. So now I actually have to run to Walmart and pick up some more envelopes for shipping because I actually used up all the envelopes I bought. I might swing by Target too and see. Last time I was there, they had a little bin of booster packs of Pokemon that were actually underpriced slightly, some of the older packs. So I'll swing by there and dig through, see if I can find anything good. For those of you who don't know anything about trading cards, I'm sorry, this is probably all going way over your head. This is something that started off as a hobby, but I'm kind of dabbling if I might do this. The biggest thing holding me back on opening a shop, other than can I do it with my health issues, is the startup costs. The money it would take to open a store, doing it right. Yes, I have my own business, but I've always worked out of my home. I've never had a storefront. But it's actually kind of been a thing that I always liked the idea of being behind the scenes of a store. And I got a taste of that at Hastings, especially as I worked up into a department manager position, running the cash register and all that. Just something about being behind the counter, running a cash register. It was one of those things that, that would be kind of cool to do someday. But my focus was always on filmmaking. Well, with film being so slow and not paying the bills, right now I'm kind of looking at it would running a store for a market that I know needs it. Is it really any different than, okay, I'm working another job and doing the film stuff on the side, would it really be any different? Part of me says no, part of me says yes, you're running a store, you'd be doing it by yourself, you would have very little time. But then at the same time, I'm not putting much time into filmmaking right now anyway, so yeah, this is my mental dilemma that I'm going through. Because that is the thing, there is a demand. There is definitely a demand. I saw that when I was working at Hastings. There are plenty of people in this town who, even if they don't come and play in the tournaments, they still buy the cards. So, I don't know. On the one hand, on the other hand. Alrighty, got that. Now over to Target to see what kind of cards they have, and then home to get back to work. Well, unfortunately, they were out. So, but yeah, those packs were $3.49. They were in a cardboard bin, and completely empty. Completely empty. I wasn't here that long ago either, so that's annoying. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna head home.